Years ago, a veggie patch in your average suburban backyard was commonplace, but with improvements in transport and agricultural production, it went the way of the dinosaur. Now with petrol prices going through the roof, concern over genetic modification and awareness that fresh is best, we're seeing the little veggie patch soar to new heights. And while it can require a little more attention and a bit more water than other parts of the garden, here's a few tips to ensure that you get the best possible crop, even during dry times. Here is where good soil preparation is essential. It's important that the soil has the capacity to hold enough water and nutrients to sustain a good crop and flowering. And this means you need to add plenty of compost and organic matter to the soil. In the productive garden, organic mulches like lucernes or pea straws work beautifully. They conserve moisture, but they also break down relatively quickly, improving the structure and the fertility of the soil. It also helps to mix a few water-storing crystals through the soil. You see, they store water close to the root zone, enabling plants to draw on that moisture as they need it. And as a consequence, they're more able to withstand dry weather and infrequent watering. Here's a tip for veggies that have already been planted. Poke vertical holes into the soil or potting mix around the root zone and trickle a small amount of crystals into the hole. Top it off with soil or potting mix and water thoroughly. Sea salt is a really good guardian to help plants to get through dry conditions, even when the weather is a little bit cooler in the winter time. In fact, regular doses of sea salt can actually help plants to cope with stresses like dehydration. It also increases root development for optimal water uptake and improves plants' natural resistance to insect and fungal attack, which is a good thing because healthier plants are less susceptible to stress. Sea salt also stimulates the root system of plants and increases reproductive capacity, which means more flowers and more fruit. Also keep on top of weeds because they compete with your fruit and vegetables for water. Watering early in the morning makes a lot of sense because it helps to reduce evaporation loss, but it can also help to reduce the incidence of fungal disease, which can be encouraged when water sits on the leaves overnight. When watering is allowed, give garden beds a good soak rather than a light sprinkle. This encourages plant roots to grow down into the soil, improving their tolerance to dry conditions. Whether it's dry or not, these are all great practical gardening tips to make sure that you get healthy plants and a good crop without the need for a lot of water.